Shabbat Shalom. The book of Leviticus shifts from a focus from the priests, sacrifices, purification, and atonement rituals to that of the larger Jewish community. These themes continue in the first of this week's double Torah portions, Achrei Mot, and then we literally begin a new chapter with Parshat Kedoshim, which opens up with the Holiness Code, considered by some as a restatement of the Ten Commandments, with the more flowing and expansive ethical statement compelling us to live a life of moral clarity, to love our neighbor as we love ourselves, with instructions to not curse the deaf, to not place a stumbling block before the blind. We are repeatedly reminded that Kedoshim Tihiyu, you are holy, and you shall be holy. Therefore, you shall live a life guided by holiness. As the Hebrew National Commercial teaches us, we really do answer to a higher authority, that we strive to go beyond the letter of the law, that we hold to an even higher standard than the minimal legal requirements. As Ohio and the world begin to slowly reopen in the next phase of this crisis, we still have the obligation to go beyond the letter of the law. Many Jewish summer camps, teen tours, Israel trips, and other programs have already been canceled for the near future, including the summer. This week, many of those camps have canceled, reminding us that we hold health and safety as the highest Jewish value. Holiness means making difficult decisions that protect the vulnerable, that protect each and every one of us. Today is the 22nd day of the Omer, highlighting the quality Chesed Shebanetzach, loving kindness in endurance. The rabbis teach that for endurance to be effective, it needs to be practiced with care and with love. No person is loving this dangerous situation that we are in. We're fearful, but yet so many are enduring with kindness. Today's highlighted quality can also be translated as an outpouring of persistence. As Rabbi Jill Hammer writes that on this day on the Jewish calendar, we feel in ourselves the ability to persist on our journeys. And that's the same message of our Torah portion this week. The only way to persist is to persist with love. Rabbi Akiva teaches that the most important principle in the entire Torah is found in this week's portion, V'ahavta l'recha kamocha. You shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. The Talmud records that famous conversation between a non-Jew and the great Rabbi Hillel, in which he challenges Hillel to teach him the entire Torah while standing on one foot. Hillel replies by rephrasing this important principle, saying that is the essence of the entire Torah. What is hateful to you, do not do unto others. That is the entire Torah. The rest is commentary. Now go and learn. But what's love got to do with it? The founder of the Hasidic movement, Rabbi Israel Baal Shem Tov, said, "It doesn't take much effort to love good people and nice people. The test of the fulfillment of this is in loving those who are not good or lovable in your eyes. As you accept yourself with all your faults and shortcomings, you should accept others the same way." For the Baal Shem Tov, this love is not something quantifiable, but it's a mental attitude of loving acceptance. For Maimonides and other scholars, this verse serves as the source for the requirement to live a life filled with chesed, loving kindness. Quote, loving your neighbor means visiting the sick, comforting mourners, offering hospitality, all the things you would want others to do for you. Do for your brothers and sisters. In this time, even these are challenging, as we find new methods to do acts of loving kindness, like joining Zoom Shivas and physically distant shopping for our most vulnerable congregants. Rabbi Akiva's Talmudic colleague Ben Azai disagrees with the assessment that this is the central value of the Torah. Ben Azai argues that the principle that humanity was all created in God's image, B'Tselem Elokim, is most important. Rabbi Harvey Fields, in a Torah commentary for our times, summarizes Ben Azai's position this way. We are to treat others with respect and love, not because we are commanded to do so, nor because we understand their feelings or reactions to be like our own. We respect the rights, dignity, and feelings of others because, like us, they are created in God's likeness. Both Ben Azai and Rabbi Akiva would agree with the Beatles' advice. All we need is love. The only way we can persist today is with love. May we all continue to endure with kindness. Shabbat Shalom.